Well, here we are. Hi, it's Tommy again for our second lesson in piano. Today we're going to learn the notes, the names of the notes. They're letter names. Now remember last time, to review, we figured out middle C, middle of the piano, go to the 2, not the 3, but the 2, and just slide off the first one, and that's your C. Well, and you could do it here and get another C. You can always take from the 2 and get a C right below the first one. But all the other notes were feeling a little left out, so now we're going to learn their names too, okay? It follows the alphabet, and since this is C, what's right before C is B, and before B is A. So this one is A. I even wrote it down. I hope you could see that. And not only is that A, but when we go up 8, which is an octave, which we learned last time, 8 steps, counting the first and the last one, will be at another A. So let's count the octave from A to the next A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're both A's, right? So if I were, tell you to play a D, okay? Well, you remember D because remember we had our C piece, which was, and then we changed, and then we did the 3C piece, which was, or if you like, it could be, and then we went to the D piece, which was instead of C, the next one D, because like A, B, C, D, like the alphabet. So our D piece was, and our 3D piece was, okay, and then we did a C and D piece, but that was just sort of goofing around at the end. Anyway, so our lesson today is to not only just figure out where the C's are and the D's are, but where all the notes are. So, if we start with C, we could just go up the alphabet. But after we get to G, it doesn't go to H. After G, it starts again at A. But we'll start at C because that's where we used to start. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And if that's C, if you go backwards in the alphabet, instead of your ABCs, you got your CBAs, right? CBA. Okay, so that's A. So you're just going to have to take my word for it and remember it, because when we get the chords, it's going to make a difference. Or if when we start doing melodies, it'll be good to know the names of the notes. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Or C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So, you know how we figured out the C's from the 2 black notes right next to it, and below is the C's, wherever? Well, you could get used to the idea that the A is the one between the second and the third black notes, because that's true too. You go to 1, 2, 3, the second and third one. What's in the middle of that? That's always an A. So there's a lot of ways to remember this, but I think the best way is just to do a drill, to practice. Say, this is my C. You play your C song a few times. You practice finding all the different C's. I left the pink on it from last lesson. And then maybe you want to say, okay, now I'm going to teach myself E. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E. So C, D, E. Oh, okay, that's E. Now I'm going to tell you a secret. Some notes go really nicely with other notes, and they make what you call a chord. Last time I told you about an octave. That's like the closest thing to a chord that's even simpler than a chord. That's when you get all C's, or all D's, all B's, all A's. You'd go 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, if you take that C And if you don't want to add another C, you want to add another note that sounds good, you can make a chord. And a chord is like 3 notes usually. It would be like, and it's usually you get a nice chord by skipping notes. Skip that and do this. Skip that and do that. There you have a chord. Doesn't that sound nice? Matter of fact, that's what I was playing on this other keyboard that you couldn't see to go along with our. So chords is getting a little ahead of ourselves. Before we do chords, I want to tell you what this lesson is mostly about. Fingering. This lesson is about fingering, okay? Fingering, here's the difference between playing with fingering and playing without fingering. Say I was going to go Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? And if I wasn't using fingering, say I just use one finger for the whole thing. But with fingering, each finger goes on its own key. And you know what the good thing about that is? You don't have to keep moving your hand around. You can just go ding, 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 move your fingers and keep your hand in one place. Like watch how Mary Had a Little Lamb goes with fingers. See, this whole thing just stays put. If you're not using fingering, you gotta go, watch my hand, it's gonna move all over the place. Plus, with one finger, you can't do chords. You need more than one finger to do a chord. So, the next thing we're gonna learn is how to use our fingers to play the piano, because that's really, all piano players do that. Otherwise, you can be playing vibes or something like a vibraphone or marimba, where they have wood things or metal things, and you take sticks and hit them with sticks. Then you only usually use one at a time. But if you're already going to be on a piano, you might as well take advantage of the fact that you can play up to 10 notes at the same time. But most people don't play all 10 notes at the same time. Here's a 10-note chord. Sounds nice, right? Most of the time, chords like 3 notes. And when you get good, you'll play maybe one note in your other hand. So you can go like. You know, I'm going to take these letters off the notes because I can't really play with the letters there. I'm all afraid that the letters are going to fall inside the piano and then it won't work so well. Okay, now I feel much better. Here, you want the letters? Okay, you don't need them either. Okay, so say you want to play a chord in your right hand. See, I'm skipping notes, and a bass note in your left hand. So you go. But to do that, you got to use your fingers. So let's find a basic finger position for the piano. And it's going to be with your thumb on middle C, okay? That's our big lesson for today. Put your thumb on middle C. And what I do is I usually take this part of my thumb and put it on. Remember I said last week we were doing a karate punch on the low note? Well, it's a little like that with your thumb. And your thumb is like your home base, because it's almost like you put your weight on the thumb, and then the other fingers can come and go, but your thumb keeps you know where you are. And when you get really good, you can do things like this. And then you're moving your thumb and everything. But for now, if we can figure out today how to get our thumb on middle C and then all the other fingers on the next notes, one at a time, see? Just go straight up. So every finger has its own key. The thumb has the C, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So it's like C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C. So you think you could do that? We can either go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or we could go C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C. Those those are the names of the notes. See, the notes can have numbers too, but the numbers usually refer to the fingers that are playing them. Thumb is 1. I told you this last time. Pointer is 2. Middle finger is 3. Ring finger is 4, and pinky is 5. So if I said, all right, start on C and play 1 3 5 3 1, that would be 1 3 5 3 1. But usually they would just say play C E G E C, because C, skip D, E, skip F G. So that's what I want you to practice. Let's practice it some more. 1 2 3 4 5, starting on middle C with your thumb, and then your pinky on, what note is that? A B C D E F G. Okay, so your pinky goes on G, your thumb goes on C. C, D, E, F, G, and then backwards. G, F, E, D, C. Isn't music beautiful? You could just take those same 5 notes. By themselves, they sound nice, but nothing's that special. You put a chord underneath it. All of a sudden, I feel like Prince. It's all just 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, now let's practice it. 1 1 2 3 4 5. And it's hard at first, because really what the problem is there are connections inside your hand that have to be broken. They're sort of the opposite of muscles. You need to develop muscles in here, and a lot of the muscles actually for piano are right here. If you do this with your hand and with your other hand, if you sort of pretend you're playing with your hand and you feel around here, you'll feel the muscles working up there. So a lot of the muscles for piano are up there, believe it or not. But the problem is a lot of people can't lift up their 4th finger without their 3rd finger going up too. That's a little harder to practice. So you have to practice that. When I was a kid, one of the exercises they gave me was, all right, hold down all 5 notes and just try to pick up 1 finger at a time. You see, I can do it, but it's hard. Just pick up 1 finger, keep all the other ones down. 2 goes up a little easier. 2 has more independence, and thumb goes up easier. Once your brain has to tell your hand what you want it to do. And let's see if just try to pick up the pinky by itself. Whoop, no, the 4th finger wanted to go up too, but we just want the pinky. Now just the 4th finger. Now just the 3rd finger. Now just the 2nd finger. Now the thumb. All right, so this is our big lesson today, fingering. Now, before we get to chords, we gotta make it so that our hand is comfortable with our different fingers on different notes on the keys, different notes on the keyboard. So our first way of doing it is thumb on middle C. We know where middle C is because it's the fall off below the first of the 2 and in the middle of the piano. Usually the name of the piano is right in front of middle C, starts right near middle C, but that's not always. Okay, so say we put our thumb on middle C, and then every note has its own finger. So I'm going to do the rest now. Okay, that's what we want to be able to do. And to tell you the truth, I'd love to be able to do it with the left hand too, with the pinky on the next C. If you think it's hard to do that with your right hand, just try with your left hand. Maybe if you're a lefty, it'll be easier for your left hand. But if you're just starting out, it'd be really good if you get both hands keep moving ahead with progress at the same rate. If you just get into your right hand and let your left hand slide, that's okay. You'll get better quicker on the right hand maybe, but then you'll be trying to do stuff with your left hand and you'll feel like your right hand has been studying piano for 2 years and your left hand is a beginner. So it's better to keep them both, up to date. And that's pretty hard, but if you can do that, and if you really want to work on your left hand, check out what your left hand can do when it gets a little better. It's like the left hand could even be the star, especially in rock. Say if I'm just going to do real simple right hand. I mean, it's not that simple for a beginner, but just doing a regular chord. Remember I said 1, 3, 5? But let the left hand be the star. So it's good to get your left hand good too. That's all. I'm just trying to impress you, but also to encourage you that if you stay with it, you'll be able to do great stuff. Okay, back to our lesson. Fingering, right hand, thumb, middle C. Middle C being right below the 2. Okay, thumb, second finger on D, third finger E, fourth finger F, fifth finger G. Can you do that? Let's try it. I'm going to give you a minute to try it, okay? I'm not going to... maybe I'll keep doing it, but you just try it on your own too, okay? And if you forget what we're doing, then look at me doing it. But otherwise, just do it at your own, on your own. And if you have to just let your hands come up, that's okay too. You see how I kind of curve my hand? That's kind of how my piano teacher taught me. My piano teacher taught me you should be able to put a book on your, not a heavy book, but you should be able to put something, your hand should be like curved so that you could put something on that. It's flat. I'll try to put something on it. Let me see. I'll try to put this pen on it. Yeah, you see it's staying on pretty much. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so and left hand. Go down with your pinky to the next C. Go down an octave from middle C. I see I'm playing with my left thumb now, but just for now, just so we're gonna count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 is an octave, counting both ends. So now here we are on C with our pinky, left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I didn't hit it hard enough. It didn't sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3. Oh, actually, in the left hand, it's the reverse. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because we want our thumbs to be 1 in both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way, our pinkies are always 5. And our ring fingers are always 4. And what's in the middle between 1 and 5? 3. So our middle finger is 3. And our pointers are always 2. And our thumbs are always 1. How about this one? Anybody know that song? On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. And then it does a few more, and then it goes 5 turtle doves, 4 presents, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. So that's why whenever I do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I think of on the 12 days of Christmas. that's for later. Right now, all right, our goal is to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And left hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And both together. I'm not expecting you can do this both together, but I just want to see what it sounds like. Yeah, it starts sounding like the 12 days of Christmas, right? All right, so I'd like you to practice for a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna leave you alone to practice right hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, starting on middle C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think you could do it. Try it. Now left hand, starting on the thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, the melodies are reversed because of how we're doing it. If you want to start from the same melody as the other hand, just down an octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the next C, start on your pinky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 it will be. And here's the right hand. Now left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now both together. Now for fun. Five, four, three, two, one. Left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this could be a little like our 3 C's piece. We could just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Again. Or 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll slow it down. 1, middle C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the low C, the octave down with your pinky. And then back here to the pinky, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tell you what, by the end of our year, or the end of the summer, we're gonna be able to play that whole song. It's called Groovy Kind of Love. And it starts just with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just what we've been learning. And then it goes pretty much backward. But it doesn't do the first note, it starts on that one. So, and then it changes. But see, you start with music with really simple stuff, and if once you can do the simple stuff, then you start adding on to it and doing stuff that gets easier. Like if you were to start something really complicated at the beginning, it would be impossible. You'd say, probably, I can't do this. But if we break it down and you learn the pieces that go into making the complicated piece later, and just learn how to do the simple things like, I'm not saying that's simple today. That's our goal today. So that's complicated for today. But by the next lesson, just like today, it's easy to do the C song. We remember that from last time. Right? We could do that, and we could do the 3C song. And we could even do the D song. And then, so that was last lesson. Now that's kind of easy. So today's lesson, which is fingering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and left hand 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how it's the same pattern but reversed? A lot of music is when you reverse things. So that's today. That's hard for today, but by the end of today's class, especially if I give you a couple minutes to practice it, which I'm going to do now, that's going to not be so hard. And then next class, we could build on that and get to the next thing. Now, say if you wanted to start, put your thumb on D instead of C, you'd have a whole different piece. It would sound like this, not C, D. But then have all the fingers, keep going. Each finger gets the next note up. Like that gets this, then this gets this, 3 gets that, 4 gets that. So instead of, it'll sound like this instead. Different sound, right? And then you can go up and go. All sorts of fun stuff you can do. Just getting this one building block, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just getting that, then you just have to pick your whole hand, just move your whole hand one this way. You don't have to move your fingers. Look, the fingers stay the same. Just pick up your whole hand and move it one over, and then you have a new piece. A lot of pianos like that. Move everything over so the thumb's on E, C, D, E. So if I want to make a piece of just those starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could do that. Why don't you just goof around for a minute? I'll give you a minute to do that. Give you some time. I'll get a little drink of water. Keep playing. Hello. Okay, so let's review what we've got. We've got middle C. I'm not going to go back and review last lesson again. We did enough review of that. We'll review it again, but for now, let's just review today. Different fingers on different keys. Thumb on middle C. And another finger for every key. This one is C, this one's D. Oh, the names of the notes, right. A, C, B, A. So C, D, E, F, G. Like the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Remember, we started on C. That's how we started learning. So the pink things are still there. So, but the alphabet starts down here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. B, C. Sorry I'm yawning, but it's late here. You know, I don't know what time it is when you're watching this, but it's like 12:30 at night here now when I'm teaching it. The miracle of remote learning, virtual learning. Okay, so that's what we learned today. The notes. A, B, C. Let's put them back on. Maybe. I hope you can see them from where you are. I'm going to put this. Well, we already know the C is here, right? So what comes before C is B, and before B is A. So if you learn your ABCs, it goes from C down to A, or A up to C. A, B, C, C, B, A, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. See, what we were doing before, we had our thumb on C, so C was 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if we wanted to do that same thing, starting on the A with our thumb, there's no law that says we can't do that. But we gotta find the D. Oh, here's a D. Okay, A, B, C, D, E. So let's do the same fingering, which was the big lesson today, is fingering. But if we start with our thumb on A, it'll sound like this. Then the middle C is playing with our third finger. No one says we can't do that, right? Now, the thing about that, a lot of blues songs and some sad songs are in that. That's like a minor sound. So it'd be like if you were going. See, that's a little sadder, but it's kind of rock. What we were doing was more like classical. When we start on the C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's another thing we learned. We could learn today. You could do the same fingering, but depending what note you start on with your thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can have a totally different sound. Okay, so say we're doing the minor one. Like the words could be like, my baby left me and now I'm all alone. Because we start on the A, so it's minor. Mr. Howard can explain that, but I'll explain that to you. That's in the future. Why it's sadder when it starts here. But if we wanted to do C, it would be like, tomorrow is Christmas. I am very happy. I will get a present. Tomorrow will be my favorite day. So that's kind of like a happy sound. But if we start on the A, it's more the sad one. I'm going to move these things again before they fall into the piano. Oops, almost fell into, oh, that one fell on the floor. Better the floor than inside the notes. Okay, so now we're doing C. Oh, remember our song? Our middle C song? What if we make up a new song that's middle C? It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each one it does that whole pattern on each note. And maybe go back to. I think there is a song that does that. I forget what it's called, but I'll try to find it for when we review for next time. I'll play it. doing just with that the two things, what we learned last week, which was dum dum dum, I mean the first lesson, dum 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 da dum, the C song. So we combine that with what we learned today, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingering. And if we do the song on every finger, one after the other, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next finger, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. You playing along? Now, what if we were going to do that with the left hand? Well, start on the 5. See, we'd have to do a chord in the right hand, but that's still next week. Maybe I don't know, let's just do left hand by itself. It'll be a bass solo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, huh? All right, you guys. So you got a lot to practice this week, but it's very simple. It's not really that much. Review the middle C song, any fingers you want, and then the 3C song, then the D song, and then the D3D song. Remember, it's going to be always to the one up from the C, because it's D, C, D. And D is even an easier note to find because it's right between the two. We should have started with D maybe. It's right between the two black ones, always. Okay, that was last week's lesson. And a few other things. So this week, it's like put your thumb on middle C, and then every other finger on the next note after that. So and left hand too. It's going to be hard because you got to work on those muscles, but here's a good exercise. Let's try that. Do them together. Or no, do them one at a time first. And even if it's slower, even if it's like, slow is fine. And then the left hand. Go down 8 from middle C to get to the next C, the octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what do you know? It's right at the bottom of the next 2. Put your pinky there. Or really slow, you can go like, because it's going to take a little work to tell your finger which finger you want it to move. And then backwards. 5. G. F, E, D, C. So yeah, and do these as slow as you have to. Do them as slow as you want. And you have a lot of time to practice between now and next lesson. So I'm going to give you some time now to do it, and maybe we'll review it once more. Okay, so practice that some more. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, both hands. You can do it really slow if you want. But just make sure that each note, that you start on the C, and that each note is the next finger and the next note up. See, if that's your pinky on C, this is going to be the next note, and it's going to be your next finger. And you don't have to hold the other ones down. And if that's your second note, the next note is there, and it's going to be your third finger. And then your fourth finger is ready to go. It's just waiting, and the next note, and then pull up your thumb and get the fifth one. Your thumb's shorter than your fingers, so you got to move your hand in a little bit when it's time to use the thumb. But you can figure that out. All right, practice. I'll play some little background music for you to practice too. Remember, we can start on the A. Put your thumb in your right-handed thumb and your left-handed pinky. Right-handed thumb, left-handed pinky on A instead of C, 2 below C. And then you have your sad song, you have your minor key blues. Remember, when you practice, you're still playing. It's work, but it's play. Try to keep it fun. And just listen to what you're doing. It probably sounds better than you realize at first. Okay, I guess I'll say goodbye till next time.